Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another AB Daily News with your hockey coach, your coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 303. What your minute coach today? Guys, it's all about the news today. What are you talking about? Yes, I have three different subjects, but about news. First of all, I want to talk about the Michkov news, then the Montreal Canadiens news, and finally, Montreal Canadiens prospect news. Here we go. ABC, that's it. That's all. Will be a quick video. We want to remind you, please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Show, leave me comments about this episode, and let's dive in talk about my first subject of the day. My first subject of the day is about the Michkov news. We have good news and the bad news. Let's start with the good news. Sergei Fedorov announced Michkov is going to be present to the NHL Draft 2023 in Nashville, June 28 and June 29. This is really good news to hear that Michkov is going to be there. Now, the bad news about the dad murder. A lot of different conversation or stories about this. The last one we heard, came from yesterday, is the fact like the dad, before he got murdered, he left his son and tell him he's going to be out for about 20 minutes to get some errands and coming back. During the time he left, the son got a mystery phone call, but he can barely hear the voice of the person. And then, unfortunately, that's what the dad got murdered during that time. Again, the biggest story behind that is the dad, for some reason, he want to cancel the contract of his son with the KHL to give a chance to his son to play in NHL sooner and quicker. This is what we heard. Again, guys, I'm just report what I read on internet. That's not good sign when you think about that, when you overview the story about the dad of Michkov. The another news I want to talk about is the Montreal Canadiens never going to recruit Michkov. This was a statement made by the ex-scout for the Montreal Canadiens. Did not renew his contract last year, Telepin, and he said during an interview on the newspaper in Russia, the fact like he does not believe the Montreal Canadiens at 0% is thinking they're going to recruit Michkov. Again, this is a news came out on the Twitter yesterday that would be interesting. This is the true or not. Again, this is an ex-ab scout mentioned this last year. The fact like he had no chance Montreal select Michkov. This concludes, guys, all the news we have for Michkov today. Michkov in Nashville for the NHL draft. The story about his dad, unfortunately, it looked like possible the Montreal Canadiens never going to select or pick Michkov for the upcoming NHL draft. I would like to hear from you guys. Leave me comments about Michkov news. And let's move on now, guys, for the second subject of the day. My second subject of the day, guys, about the Montreal Canadiens news. First of all, two players left the Montreal Canadiens, Frédéric Allard and Otto Leskinen, two defensemen played with the Laval Rocket last season, decide to play in European Professional Hockey League. The second news of the day, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens is Joshua Roy, the Montreal Canadiens prospect, the winner of the Paul Dumont Trophy. That trophy is to recognize a player have a really good impact on the community where they play, become the personality of the year by the QM, and the winner of this trophy is Joshua Roy. This concludes, guys, this subject. Let's move on for my last subject of the day. My last subject of the day is about the Montreal Canadiens prospect news. First of all the three league and junior in Canada are in the final of the league on the WHL, on the OHL, and the QM. Now, the Montreal Canadiens have its front player are going to participate. First, Davidson with the Seattle Thunderbird play in the final versus the Winnipeg Ice. And the OHL, guys, Owen Beck versus Logan Mailloux. The good news about this guy is one of the two are going to play at the Memorial Cup and the next couple of weeks. And obviously for the QM, Joshua Roy and Riley Kidney got both eliminated. But at the end of the day, it's great to hear three players for the Montreal Canadiens are going to play in the final of their own league, and possible one or maybe two are going to play in the Memorial Cup. Then my last news for the prospect is about where Joshua Roy and Riley Kidney are going to play next season. I believe both of them are going to play with the Laval Rocket. I don't see at least Kidney with the Montreal Canadiens. Can Joshua Roy could play? Not sure. I don't think both are going to have a spot with the Montreal Canadiens. With the roster they already have the Montreal, I don't see more at 1 or 2 spots would be available anyway. I don't think for the benefit of both, with the experience they got with Slavkovsky, I think it will be better and more benefit for Roy and Kidney start their season with the Laval Rocket, and that's what I expect for them to start their season 2023 and 2024. This concludes, guys, all the news we have the Montreal Canadiens prospect. Here we go, guys. A really unique video of the App Daily News. Today, we talk about the news only. Michkov, Montreal Canadiens, and the Montreal Canadiens prospect. Hopefully, you enjoy it. Please leave me a comment about those 3 subjects. But before we leave, we remind you, don't forget, please, to click on the like, subscribe on this channel, and of course we want to remind you, you have greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing, great, blessing day, everybody.